Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Borough on My Mind. Today we are joined by Caden, aka Cape United, and the fan favourite Maxi Boy Stairs. Would you say, Max, this game is bigger than Cambridge in terms of league positions?
I don't think this is the big a bigger game in respects to obviously Cambridge was a derby game, and everyone was up for it. However, I think this is a really important game, and I think it's probably a must win if our aspiration is automatic promotion. So I think it's really important that we go to London Road this weekend with the mindset of taking all 3 points away from a very difficult side.
It's gonna be a tough game. A very good side. I think, yeah, they've had a great start to the season. Whether they'll keep that up, I'm not sure. But to answer your question, it is. I'd say, in terms of the league, it's probably a bigger game because at the start of the season, we weren't expecting to be at this point. I don't think, and we're fifth in the league. It's not bad. We're just a few points away from teams above us, so we're looking good at the minute.
No, fair enough.
Carry on.
So obviously, Oxford's gaffer from the start of the season, Liam Manning, has just shipped to Bristol City. They have hired a new guy from Mumbai City in India called Des Buckingham. He's yet to win a game in the league for Oxford, but has won his last two in the cup. Anything to expect from him?
Losing Liam Manning was huge. Liam Manning jumping ship, obviously, to Bristol City was questionable, considering he'd got Oxford playing a really dominant style of football. As I've said before, they had one of the best transfer windows in the league in the summer. So the fact that he's jumped ship after being backed and been given the agency to build a team is really quite frightening, and obviously says a lot about loyalty. Des Buckingham, however, Oxford's new gaffer, as you said, is yet to win a game. This is where Oxford look vulnerable. Obviously, they're in this sort of restructuring, new style of play, having to get the players. It might not be the players that Des Buckingham wants. They're all Liam Manning type players. So I think this is a huge chance to take to get 3 points and hopefully leapfrog a position or two in the league table.
Manager leaving was probably not the best for them. He obviously did great things with them, pushed them to quite high up in the table. No one was expecting that at the start of the season, I don't think. I would have expected mid-table, maybe a push for playoffs, but wasn't expecting to be third at this point.
Yep, and going on from the table talk, do you think Oxford United have the quality to finish in the top six by the end of the season, Max?
Quality, yes. Squad depth, I don't know. Again, I need to see. We need to give obviously Des Buckingham a chance and let him sort of play his football. So it's hard for me to say at the moment. Obviously, sat third now. We're in playoffs. We're in automatic, position for the vast majority of the early stint of the season. So we know Oxford are up there. We know they've got the player caliber to definitely do it. But will the tactics gel with the players? Will they have an injury crisis? We just don't know at this point. But I do think that they're definitely up there. They definitely can fight for it. And I do think Oxford will be in and around playoffs or automatics come the end of the season. It all just depends, again, really heavily on January and how Des Buckingham can adapt to this squad.
Well, I'm not expecting them to be inside the top two. I think they could get playoffs, but it depends, what business they make in January. I do think they lack a few goals. I mean, I've not really watched too much of Oxford this season, so it'll be interesting to see how they play on Saturday. But I think it's a game that we can definitely be winning.
So the Posh are going into Saturday's game, 12 games unbeaten in all competitions at home. Do you think that'll be the reason we win on Saturday? Do you reckon that'll take us over the edge?
This game, huge game, unbeaten at home since August, I believe, which is absolutely huge. Our ground feels, as good as ever. This squad is brilliant. We play great football at home. We've got it all to lose, it feels. Apart from Oxford higher than us, we've got everything to lose in this game.
London Road is a tough place to go. We've sort of some made it a fortress, not in terms of atmosphere, but in terms of how we play at home. We've got a certain style of play with our pitch as well. We've lost one at home all season, just against a tough side like Derby, and that was just a collapse in a few minutes. So, I reckon we can definitely be winning. and we also don't really concede many at home. So yeah, I think we should be hopefully keeping a clean sheet.
So on Wednesday night, then we complete the North London double. We beat Arsenal in the 21s, and to be honest, they looked awful. We should have scored by more. Highlights for Malik Motherstill. Do you think he should be coming on Saturday, making an impact?
In all seriousness, I think there's a player there. I think that if anyone's going to get the best out of him, it's Darren Ferguson.
Right, I definitely think there is a good player in there, and we saw what we can do. We saw what he could do on Tuesday. I have high expectations from him because he looks good, and he's a young player from Chelsea's youth, so he should be a good player for Posh. I would like to see him play Saturday, probably off the bench.
So the time has come then to predict what will happen on Saturday. Max, do you want to go first? What is your score prediction and the first goal scorer?
2-0 Peterborough United. I'm taking it for Caden Can and a Joe Randall goal.
I think we'll keep a clean sheet. It just depends how many we'll score. I think it could definitely be 0-0, but I'm not going to be boring. I'm going to go 2-0. Ricky J. Jones.
I think we won't keep a clean sheet. I think we'll go into break 1-1, but I do think we get the job done 2-1. And I see a Peter Chiozo screamer to open up the scoring.
As always, this video is sponsored by PUFC stickers. If you guys want your stickers, you can go to PUFC stickers and buy them using code BOMM5. That's Bear on My Mind 5 in abbreviations. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Pre-Match Posh, and hopefully 3 points to take home on Saturday. Up the Posh!
It's a Posh!